Here it is. Yeah, just a moment. Yes. All righty, Miss Man, we are live and we are going here on YouTube. All right, so we talked about a lot so far. We talked about how to make digital products with ChatGPT, how profitable that can be. Last week, we talked about how to set up your product in Canva, even if you have no design skills. So how do you bring that digital product that you just created at the snap of your fingers to life with all the pretty graphics and all the nice branding and all that good stuff? And we had Miss Atia. She was amazing. She gave us all the tips and everything in between. Everybody on us. Jessica gave us some stuff. I gave us some stuff. Some of the viewers even gave us some stuff. So if you didn't watch that, go back and watch it. It's definitely on this channel as well. But today what we're going to talk about is how do we set up systems so that our digital products sell without us having to do all this work? Because let's be honest, it can get really, really, really real fast. One of the things that I always have preached, other than monetizing yourself, okay, not waiting for the platform to monetize you, but monetizing yourself, has been, what are you going to do when you go viral? Not if you go viral, when you go viral. And when you go viral and you are out there and you're selling a digital product, or you're selling a service, or you're selling, even if it's a physical product, how are you going to fulfill that product without having to wake up out of your sleep and send an email and download a thing and copy and paste a link and send it to 100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 people at a time? Okay. This is something that you need if you're working with digital products, because a lot of people have this, oh, I want to sell digital products. I want to make extra money. I want to make extra cash, but they don't understand everything that takes to go into it, especially when you're dealing with something like Reels and TikToks, because it literally only takes one to go off and literally crash your whole reputation. We've had a situation, we'll just talk about a little case study real quick. Y'all don't remember the pink sauce that went viral? Y'all remember that? Yeah, that pink sauce went viral. She posted, I believe it was on TikTok, about this homemade pink sauce that she was making and selling. Got thousands of orders overnight, had all these issues. Now you got to look at, shelf stability and all this stuff that she really never thought about, packaging, FDA approved, all these different types of situations that could potentially just completely crush your business. I know for me, I went viral in 2021 with one of my businesses, and we have a lot of automation set up and we still crash the service. So it's something that you want to think ahead of. Like, you don't want to wait until the last minute. You want to make sure that you have all this stuff set up at first. So Jessica, what do you have?
Yes, so I had a video that went semi-viral, not as viral as Lorraine, but semi-viral. We didn't break no service in them, but I ended up getting a flood of emails, even with the link in the bio, even saying DM me on Instagram. I had a handful of folks that DM me on Instagram. So I messed up in the video. So I'll admit I messed up in the video. What I said was, go ahead and DM me on Instagram or email me if you would like more information. Ooh. Wrong. Should not have done that, because I didn't think it would. And it's always the one you never think it is going to go viral, right?
Jessica and I have been talking about this for a while, because we collaborate on a few things, and she's like, let's do this. And I'm like, girl, let's not, because when them people come at you and you're doing so much by hand, oh my God, like it's something that you really can't I guess, put your mind around until it actually happens to you, because you'll go from not being found on the internet to all of a sudden a flood of people all bombarding you at one time. And if you're an introvert like me, if you got ADD, you got anxiety issues and stuff like that, it can make you want to sit down somewhere for a while.
I am an introverted extrovert. So
Same.
I have my moments where I'm very like, but I get drained and I have to
Yes.
be. So when I started getting those emails and it was just like, more, 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 I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh no, oh no,
Uh-huh.
oh
I
no.
cut my email off on TikTok because you're not my email, but my DMs on TikTok. I cut them off because you're going to get people, even if you say clearly a call to action in the video, hey, go to the link and do this. You're still going to have people who are going to go all the way around that and they're going to DM you and they're going to be like, I remember one time I did it on Facebook Reels, and back then, and we'll talk about this as well. I was doing text message marketing. Okay. So text, she said, why are y'all talking about me? Girl, we talking about ourselves right now because we're giving the horror stories that we have personally been through. So please learn from us and don't do this to yourself because I mean, it is bad. So this one situation, I was doing text marketing and I was doing on Facebook Reels because if y'all don't know, the calls to action have to be different on different platforms because with TikTok, you could totally say something like, go back to my profile, go click on the link. On Facebook, there's no profile to go. I mean, you can go back to the profile, but the links and stuff are not as, face forwarding or whatever. You got to kind of be real creative with it. So I decided I was going to build a hands-free system that was like, okay, send the word this to this phone number and the link would automatically come to people, right? Girl, I had probably about 1,000 people that just sent me a message on that one video. And the only thing they wrote was info, info, info. And my mom was just.
So the reason I'm not laughing at Lorraine, I'm laughing with her.
Don't laugh at me.
The reason why I'm laughing is because here's the thing. If you put up a text messaging system and you tell folks to go ahead and DM me or send the word ebook to 855 blah 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 blah. If they send the word info, guess what they don't get? They do not get the links. They don't get nothing.
But they weren't even texting it. They were inboxing me. The people who were texting the word correctly.
No.
The people who were inboxing me, I have no idea why they were I should go back. If you know what, I might do this later on, just like a little bloopers reel where I go and share my screen and go show y'all the text. And it was just like info. And I could just do like this on my phone, and they were just scroll. Oh, no. like the Price is Right reel, just pull it down and it just kept. I was just, oh my God, it was a nightmare.
Well, there's a lot of information. There's a lot of education that needs to happen because a lot of people, to your point, don't know that they're supposed to text an actual number. They just think, oh, let me DM. So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
So I'm just here to tell you that even when you have systems set up in place, there are still some things, it's not going to always work out. But what you don't want to do is rely on your hands to deliver products to people, especially when you talk about digital products, because this is supposed to be a more passive type of income. Once you create the product, once you set up those hands-free systems where people can go check out and they can get it and go on about their business, it's supposed to be passive. The only thing you have to do is keep creating content. And we'll talk about that on next week. But today we're going to talk about some of these automations. We're going to show you a few. You might not be able to walk away with, the exact blueprint. You're still going to have to choose which way you want to go about it, but it'll give you some idea of what you need to put together so that you're not completely bombarded and covered up in foolishness. Because like Jessica said, it's the one that she thought wasn't going to do nothing that popped off. And I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I saw it. She was going to fight for her life in the comments.
Girl. And don't tell me somebody coming to try to give me some money and I'm about to lose it. Oh, I want to be like, react.
Yes. And I know I know the level of fatigue you're dealing with right now, because I'm the same way. If you are showing up at my door with the money in hand, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to take it, girl. So I know exactly what you mean. You need to get some sleep. You need to go on vacation after this. I know you do.
So yeah, but that's, that's exactly why I'm living this soft life. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm embracing the fact that I made a mistake. I made a boo boo, but we will
No,
not
you
do
didn't
that
make a
boo boo
mistake.
ever
You
again.
did. You didn't make a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's a learning experience. I remember when you hit the group chat and you was like, oh, like what is I said, this is viral marketing. It's viral.
So what's so amazing is that we have a group chat. So it's really important for you all as we talk about these things and we have these videos, all this good stuff. And you have folks out here to tell you all the time, go viral, and you just want a viral video. Da, da, da. When you do though, you need you need people that are going to be like, it's okay, just relax,
Yeah,
don't trip. You know, and the people you can't get to, don't worry about it. They'll, if they
yeah,
really want to work with you, don't worry, because you will start to overly criticize yourself. You'll start to talk yourself down. You'll start to be
yeah.
like, oh my gosh. You'll start to feel imposter syndrome as well. Like, oh my gosh, how can I? Oh my god, what I do? And you need to have those people in your corner that are just going to bring you back and be like, okay, here's what you need to do now.
It's a skill.
Yeah, because we had a situation this weekend, which we'll talk about maybe on another live, but I was just like, what do I do with this chick? Because I'm
Oh
about to
yeah.
go to her house.
God, girl, do you know how many freaking flyer miles I had if I went to everybody's house? There are some people I do be wanting to pull up on though. And I just got to the place where on TikTok I block, but on YouTube too. I just block and hide the channel and stuff like that. But yeah, it gets under your skin. And like I said, going viral is a skill. I mean, it's not even a skill, it's a list of skills, okay? Because yeah, you go viral, but how do you harness that to your advantage? What are you going to do when you go viral? How are you going to monetize that when you go viral? Okay, you went viral once. Can you go viral again and again and again and again and again and again? And does it even make sense for certain things to go viral? You got to learn how to discern those types of things too. Yeah, so it's a long. That's why I call myself the viral marketing strategist, because it takes. It's definitely some skill involved there, but
I'm not. Don't call me
you
about
got it.
nothing viral. I
You
don't want it. I
got
don't
it.
want it. Get it.
You
Keep
know
it
what to
away.
do. You know what
Mm-mm,
to do.
mm-mm. No, 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 no. I don't want it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so let's talk
Yeah,
about your system.
yeah.
What
Let's talk
system
about
that
it.
you had? Let's talk about how that flow went. Because that is a genius system, because you taught me something. I actually took that whole DM me on Instagram and I put it on one of my other offers for my writing service. So I can kind of keep up with those people and market them. So every system might not work in every situation, but it definitely has its place, with Instagram. Well, why don't you show us or tell us about that one? Because
Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about it. I don't know, I can't necessarily show you all, but or actually I can, I think. Well, let me see if I can. So what I'll do is in my videos, I use this because I don't go as viral as Lorraine all the time, right? Like that was a once in a life. Well, I've had a couple of
no,
them,
you're
but
gonna do it again.
no, 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 look, no, no, not doing it. So when someone said, or when you have your call to action, whatever that is, whether it's download the ebook, do whatever, right? You want to say, DM me on Instagram, the word X, right? It's the same thing you would use in text marketing, but the reason behind this is that you want to see who these people are, number one. Secondly, you want to follow up with them, right? I knew that from the jump. I didn't want to have just one conversation or one DM and then that was it. I wanted to go and take a look at these people. Who are the folks that I was getting? It's worked really well. Like I told Lorraine, it helped me close like a $3,000 client, right?
Yeah.
From one video, $3,000, one video, okay, from TikTok. So I want you guys to think about that, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're marketing to just folks to get a $7 ebook, what have you, which you absolutely should. So what I did is I told them to email or DM me the word, I think it was ebook, whatever it is. Now, what's great about the way that Lorraine is using it, because she's using it for her writing services, she can then bring in a VA and have them completely monitor the DM. She don't have to do nothing. That can be completely hands-free. So as soon as that person DMs and says writing services, whatever the word is, then that person is following up with them. Hey, did you get the link? Hey, what kind of classes are you taking? Hey, da 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 da. And then there's a relationship that's being built with the brand that goes far beyond, right? Just any other. I can guarantee you, other folks ain't doing this. They're
No,
not. They're not utilizing their DMs in this way to build relationships and build community around their actual brand. So if you have a service or something that you can use this particular strategy, and please do. On the back end of Facebook Business Suite, they can monitor everything. You can see the leads that are coming through. Business Suite is a boss if you know how to use it. It is
yeah,
confusing. It's all get out
it
to learn the
is.
first beginning.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what in the heck is all of
Right.
why?
It's too much. It's a lot going
Why?
on.
But
I don't
it's
know.
very, very useful because you can also automate it. So what I have also is if folks want to join this challenge, some of you may have seen me say, DM me the word challenge. If you go to my DMs on Instagram, you'll see, would you like to join this challenge? And then you can press that button and it'll go, okay, and it'll automatically send an automatic response, right? I also
Right.
have an auto response of where did you find me? Everybody that's found me, the majority of the folks have come from TikTok. So that's great information for me to know to continue my marketing efforts and know where I should be showing up at more.
Right.
So I hope that was helpful. I can't really go into the back end and like show you guys all of that because I have other accounts that I manage underneath my account and I don't want to cross those things out. But yeah.
So I use this hack, the DM, and I put it directly in my profile. Matter of fact, I can probably just show that part. Let's see. And I was like, this is genius. As soon as she said it, it's like, ting, like light bulb went off.
And what's great about it is that you also gain followers because what do they need to do to send that DM?
Exactly.
They got to follow you, right? So I've gained, I don't know how many followers just from folks and they don't unfollow. That's that's beautiful about that part of it. They don't unfollow. So you'll get
Right.
folks that'll unfollow. These folks don't do that.
All right, let's go. And I'll go. I've got a few TikTok accounts. So this one, I'm just now growing this account. If you can see, it says DM on IG for 25% off. So they can hit that IG button up there. And then once they send a message, it automatically will send that 25% off coupon. Or I have it set up for the FAQs. So if it said, one of them says like get 25% discount. And then once they click it, it'll just give them the discount.
Nice.
So
Matter of fact, let me see if I can go to yours on mine and then I can show them that. Let me see here.
So that gives a good little incentive there. Like she said, I build followers on IG. I also, get a coupon. I give them an incentive to use the service. So all that's on there. I spent a lot of time optimizing this page, but now we're getting followers. It's slow on a business page. This is the first time I've tried to grow a TikTok business page. I typically like creator, pages or professional pages. Business, it seems like it lags. Like the views are.
I agree. I think what they did is they did slow it down. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that because there's also this thing that they've placed on there where you have to like say if it's a brand or not. Because my husband just set up a separate IG for something else that he's doing. And there's
Right.
all of these other things that they're putting into play. So if
Yeah.
you have a business account right now on Instagram and you're like, it's not moved, don't worry about it. It will eventually move. Just keep on posting. It'll eventually get there.
Yeah, well, this one is TikTok. I don't know about TikTok eventually move. I've had a bunch of people talk crazy about having business accounts. The only thing that made me set it up with a business account before is because of the link. You can't put a link on there till you get to 1,000, but I'm going to see if there's some ways that I can get around that a little bit. I'm going to be doing some research, see if I can just go ahead and knock that 1,000 out in some creative ways. I'll be trying to figure that out. Just so I can get rid of this business account, go back to a creator account and have a little bit more freedom. Because it seems like the business account, sometimes they just weigh it down. It just doesn't move as fast. Like I posted something the other day about the submarine. I think it was down here and I know it should have been viral. Look, 10 views. What do we got?
But here's the thing. With my account didn't start moving until I switched it to a business account. And then I switched it back to a creator. So you can essentially just switch it back to a creator. You just have to disconnect the business and switch it back to a creator and then use your bio to drive the traffic to Instagram for actual sales.
Yeah.
Is it a workaround? Yes, but at least, you'll have a way to to start, like you said, getting more views if creator is what you want to do. And then for now, they just have to hit up Instagram until they, get it going. It is what it is.
Yeah, we'll play with it for a little while and see what happens. But yeah, it's been pretty slow.
So,
But one thing that has worked, and this is another hands-free situation with the repurpose IO. So with repurpose IO, I can take every single thing that I post here and it'll automatically post to my YouTube account for university writing. And I'll also post to my Instagram account, because now they do both business and creator accounts on repurpose IO. I'm glad they added that. So I'm able to manage building content on several different platforms. We'll only have to post to one platform. So I like that part. And also because I have an affiliate team, and I'm inviting people to the affiliate team, I can take everything, all the videos and stuff that I post on this social media account, send it to a Google folder. And now my affiliate team has access to all the content that I've already created, and they can take it and they can post it on their social media channels. So, it has its ups and downs and its hacks and tricks and those types of things. So I'm just working on it. It's just a little case study right now, but we'll figure it out.
I love it. I love that. So Akila said, I have a TikTok business page and it's slow. Once I set up the business, it wouldn't let me. So you have to detach the business page, Akila. So you can just let me know when you want to do that. Cause you're in the Gatekeeper Society. So you let me know when you want to hop on. I don't do that to everybody, only people in the Gatekeeper Society. So when you go on the back end, there's a way to disconnect it, and then you can switch it to Creator if you want to do that.
Right. So yeah, so those are a couple of systems that I have. I would say the other ones, definitely Linktree. I'm thinking about playing around with Stan Store?
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Stan Store is
the truth about Stan Store.
So the truth about Stan Store is that, but I mean, you wait with Gumroad though, right? So Gumroad doesn't pay you for a week out.
Yeah.
I don't wait. I don't like waiting. I like to get my money within a day or two. Like, you can have 48 good hours to hold my money. After that, I'm coming for you. So I feel as though even with Gumroad, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay on y'all. I might have to shift, especially with their fees.
I'm looking to shift actually, and I've gotten a few DMs. Remember, I sent you that one, not DMs, but emails. I sent you that one. We had just talked about PayHip. Remember?
PayHip's amazing. PayHip has been amazing. So I think you should go that route. I also believe that I think Stan Store may be a good fit for you because you're okay with the wait of 7 days. That's the only thing that I have seen that's been a problem for me is the wait. I could pay them $20-$30 a month. I'm totally fine with that. I just need my money fast though. Y'all got once Stan Store implements that we will give you your money within 48 hours. I'm good. So I found out last night that MailChimp offers unlimited landing pages. Yes, good job, Lane. Yay! Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so that's email marketing for those of you who don't know what
email marketing is. MailChimp. Yeah. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But back to Stan Store. I have seen a lot of creators on TikTok that are killing it with Stan Store. Mm-hmm. The functionality of it is amazing. The format looks great.
It looks like an actual product
landing page.
Like it's a mock-up. When I go through and I look at people's pages and they're selling digital products or ebooks, you scroll through and the thing actually looks like an ebook versus like click this link and then you just get this weird looking download type of thing. So maybe that's it. I don't know. So
try it, Lorraine. Let's have Lorraine do a case study on it. Give it a trial and then let us know. Right? let us know if it works for her, because I am looking for something that I love the look of it. I give them. I absolutely love the look. However, like I said, I don't like waiting for my money. Like, y'all gonna hold it for 7 whole days? And I'm paying. The fact that I'm paying you $30 and you're holding is a problem. Now, Gumroad doesn't. I don't pay them, so I'm okay with them holding it. because I
Right.
am not paying you anything. If I pay you $30, you better release my money
Damn
immediately.
fees. Let me give y'all an idea. Let me go through and look at my stats, and we can talk about the little fees here. The fees are beginning to be a little bit, they are outrageous, not beginning to be
Oh
there.
no, they like Etsy. They're starting to look like Etsy fees.
See, I don't sell on Etsy yet. I do have a couple of things that I'm working on with Etsy, but I haven't. The one time, and I'm going to my payouts page real quick and to look, just to give you an idea of the fees. I think one time I made like $16.25 in sales for the week. They took out $260. That is groceries for the week. Like when you start when you start adding up, $260 is, my insurance payment or something like that. And that's weekly. So I was looking at PayHip. PayHip is offering something right now where I think it's like 5%, and they will migrate everything from your Gumroad over. So I'm going to sit down with that probably by the end of the week and see what happens there. But hopefully we're not losing anybody, but what we're talking about is where do you put your product? How do you set it up so that it can be automatically delivered? And these programs that we're talking about, PayHip, we're talking about Gumroad, we're talking about, what was the other one? Stand Store, all those things. They provide you with a place to put things so that when you're on your videos or you're, on your text or in your email and you're saying, hey, I have this product for you. This is how it's going to help you. This is what you get. This is what you're going to learn. This is what you go to this link and go get it. Okay. And then what they do is they go click the link, they put it in their cart, they put their payment information in, their email, and bam, they get it to their email. You don't have to wake up out of your sleep. That's what is sleep coins. It's not sleep coins if every time somebody purchases it from you, you have to get up and you have to do something to make it happen so that they get the product. Okay, so this is why digital products are so profitable, because you're able to set up these systems. Now, one video, just like Jessica said, one video made $3,000. But the thing is about that video is it's still up there and it's still playing and it's still being watched. It's still there. So while she sleep, it's following up with people. It's letting people, introduce herself to them. It's playing. It's doing what it's supposed to do in the background. So that's why digital products and things that, are so important to have, even if you're a coach or even if you're a service provider or anything. We're not talking about make this your whole entire business. I mean, you can, but I feel like everybody, I don't care how much you're making, 10, 20, $30,000. I mean, I barely tried last month and made like $5,000 from a $7 ebook.
Yeah, there's a guy, I don't want to say his name because he's a guy that's in our same category. But he was I fell into the rabbit hole of ebooks and what people are searching for. And he had a video that said that I think he made $90,000 in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right, from one ebook. All right. And I'm like, ooh. Imagine if we could make $90,000 from one ebook in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the audience.
This guy has a huge audience. He has a huge audience. So that makes sense. But I want you guys to start to think about how your videos can start to push this amount of traffic to the thing that you're selling. Right. Mm-hmm. We're talking about, to Lorraine's point, one video, yes, but now I got about 3 or 4 of them that are working right now. Right. Yeah. For different things. So it's really, look at your strategy. I guess that's what I'm saying. Look at your strategy, push out these videos. Even if you feel, I don't want to record today. I don't know. Oh, look at my hair. Push out the video anyway.
Put it out there. Yeah. I did a video this morning in my pajamas and bonnet and it's viral. Just from this morning, it's viral. I don't care. I show up the way I show up. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm literally in my pajamas.
Right. So we're talking about putting together the system, right? So to Lorraine's point, we talked about all these different platforms. Now let's talk about what do you actually put in them, right? Lorraine, do you want to show yours?
Sure. What part would you like for me to show?
You're using Linktree, right? So let's go through. And Lorraine has a full video, you guys. So if you're on her YouTube, she has a full video about Linktree on her page. So definitely check that out. And
Yes.
let's make sure that we link that as well. Remind me.
Yes. Go and grab. Okay, so Linktree, love it. It's free or low cost. I think the pro is like $6 a month. So I use this. Once you have the ability to put a link on your TikTok, you can use something like Linktree to add the link to your TikTok. I believe it's like 1,000, right? 1,000. Is it still 1,000? I think so.
I think
1,000
so.
followers, and then you can go live and you can also put a link in your bio. So that's why you have people saying, go to the link in my bio, because they've got something there, whether it's to one product or it's to a book of products like this. So this is the Linktree. I can see I've got tons of stuff on here. I've divided them into different categories. I've even got some stuff that used to be on here and they're not on here anymore, or I can remove them and put them back when I get ready to. But here are the ones that are on here at this point. You definitely want to sign up for Amazon affiliate or Amazon influencer program, because that's definitely something that's going to make you a little bit of change. Okay. I've got some ebooks. I've got some video courses. I've even got some of my affiliate marketing type offers. All types of stuff I have on
And
here.
so I want to point out to you guys, look at how many clicks she's gotten through on these products, right? It shows her 2,000 clicks, 632. It's showing her what people are coming to her page and what they're liking the most, right? Where they're clicking on the most.
Yeah.
So you really take note of that, because you definitely want to check out your analytics. That's going to help inform you on what products you want to create next, what you want to talk about next in your videos. If you really want to take a 120% active strategy at utilizing video and driving sales, this is how you do it. You take a look at what folks are clicking on. So right now, it looks like our 50 side hustles for moms who want to work from home is her top one. It's 179. So Lorraine is cranking out more videos around that particular niche of audience of people and then linking them back to it. So it makes complete sense. I love it.
Yeah, and it gives you more, about your activity, clicks versus views, click-through rate, how much time the people browse to click, and you can figure out how you can manipulate some of these things. Like, I know this is a long time, probably more than most, but because I have so many links on there, I don't suggest at first, when you first start doing your video marketing, you first start learning how to drive traffic to links, that you have as many links as I do. I started off on TikTok, I think, with 2, and that was a free offer, which was either a Facebook group or a free download so that I could get back in front of people, or it was something that was low cost, $1, $7, $10, $19, something like that. So those are the 2 things that I had on at first. But once you start getting into the groove of it, and you start becoming a natural with the call to actions and the storytelling and the creating videos and content, you definitely can start increasing that number. And let me go over here, because one thing I want to note that on Gumroad is you can actually tell where your sales come from. If you go to the analytics, this is for the last month. I can tell that my Linktree is what's driving the most traffic. Okay, I'm getting a little bit from my mail, some from directly from the Gumroad links. Facebook is still performing. I haven't posted on Facebook in I don't know how long, and I'm still getting sales from Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook. Most of y'all probably know me from Facebook first. I haven't posted on Facebook in what, 2, 3, 4 months or something like that. And I'm still getting sales from Facebook. 5 views, 2 sales. I don't know what I sold for $128, but it's on there. Okay. YouTube, we got a couple of little sales just getting kicked off with that. And then some other little place, Instagram, nothing coming from there yet. So it'll tell you where your sales are coming from as well, and then give you the locations.
And this is great for strategy once again, right? That way you know where to focus your efforts. I get a lot of people that tell me, where am I supposed to be at on social media? Where should I show up? Show up where you're getting the sales at, if that's your main metric that you're trying to measure right now. But you have to have these things in place and take a look at them periodically so that you know where to go and you know where to create the content at, right? This is a thing that a lot of people miss out on when they hire their nephew, their cousin, whoever to do their social media, and they just like, oh yeah, just go ahead and post. Well, if they aren't checking out on these other metrics or asking you about these other things, then you're continuing to do the same thing over and over and over again, and then you have no result and you're wondering why. That's why, right? So really take some time, take a moment, look at what you're doing. It's okay to have a cousin, sister, whoever doing that kind of stuff, but look at your analytics. And if you don't know how to look at your analytics or you need help with that, then bring in a strategist like myself. I'm gonna suggest myself, or find someone that can come in and really help you drive where you need to go, right? And if you want to go viral, that's when you go on over to your girl Lorraine here. Lorraine here, right? And then she's going to help you put together a strategy, but really invest in people to help you move the needle forward, because you may be doing the right things just in the wrong place, right? So I want to make sure I put a pin on that, because it's really great to look at those analytics and know where you're going, but you need those folks that'll help you push you forward as well. I get a lot of those questions.
Exactly. And going back to those analytics, remember when I said the first two links that I had, I only had 2 links on my link tree. One was a free Facebook group that we were letting people in. We not only did we get their email addresses when they got in, but we also were able to get a group of people, a group of highly targeted people, a community of people that I could just go and I could take a look at the back end on the analytics, and then it would drive decision making for other platforms that I was on. So if I'm doing Google ads and I want to know, okay, who do I show my ads to? I'm going to show my ads to the people who look like the people who are in this group, because those are the ones that are buying my products. Those are the ones who are interested. Those are the ones who are listening. So don't forget the analytics. Go take a look at those and make sure that your decision making is being led with the math. Okay.
Yeah, and I love the strategy. So can we talk about that a bit? The strategy of pasting a link to a Facebook group inside of your link tree, I use Luma, whatever you use as your link in bio, right? Or just there is links in bio on Instagram now, right? So to be honest with you, but I don't think they give you good analytics. But anyway, but if you just need to do it real quick, right? If you just want, hey, I can't do all the other things right now, but let me just at least have a link in my bio so folks can go to my Facebook page. That is a strategy as well, right? When folks go to your Facebook group, please, with all that is holy, and ask for an email address. Please ask for an email address.
And this is something I'm going to warn you about too, because we had this conversation, Jessica and I had this conversation. You need to automate getting that email address. There's a automation that I use called Group Convert, and I put the link to that in this video, plus a couple of links that I have that actually shows you how to set that up. If you have a group, please do not be letting people in that group by hand, one by one, because I have literally woken up, went to sleep, woke up the next morning and had 5,000 people waiting to get into my group. Could you imagine if you had to go in and you had to copy and paste by hand from Facebook to an Excel sheet or something to add all these contacts to your autoresponder? That's another place where you're going to mess yourself up. Because like we said earlier, it only takes one time for you to go viral. You go viral that one time, you go to sleep, wake up, you got 10,000 people waiting to get in your group. What are you going to do except cry?
Well, you're going to be happy, right? So at first emotional reaction, you're going to be, oh my gosh, welcome. And then you go sit there and click. You're going to do that about a couple of 5 times. And you're going to be, oh Lord.
Yeah, you're gonna have a problem. So you want to be ready. If you set things up, okay, you put a link there, you just want to be ready for the traffic when it comes, because it is coming. It might not come on your first, it's definitely not coming on your first or second or third, fourth, fifth video. I posted this on Facebook back when I was on Facebook. Y'all post one video and when it doesn't go viral, y'all want to quit. That's not how that works. You were gonna be posting videos for a while, 9 times out of 10 before you go viral. But one day it's going to hit and it's going to take off and you will go viral, and you're going to have all these people standing at your door begging you to take their money, and you're not going to be able to. So don't get caught up like that.
So I want to share with you all Luma, which is what I use, right? It doesn't have as many analytics as Lorraine's Linktree, but I've had bad experience with Linktree. If you'd like to learn about that, go ahead and DM me on Instagram for that whole story. But what I do with Luma is that I have, of course, my name, text me anytime, all this stuff, right? But all of my socials are linked there. I also get emails. So what I loved about Luma is that I was able to collect email addresses and they can subscribe here. Now, Linktree also offers this as well, but I think it's on a paid plan. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah, the analytics are on a paid plan as well. So.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so if you have the paid plan, then you can get the analytics as well as the email, which they weren't doing for a good minute. But all of these different links are linked here. I have 50 million of them. To Lorraine's point, don't do this if you're just starting off. This is for folks that have been in the game for a little while. What I love about it too is that I also have a place for folks to subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? I do get folks that come from TikTok and they go here, they watch this video and they subscribe, right? Another thing that I love about this as well is the events. So this event thing, amazing. I cannot wait for them to do some upgrades to this thing, but I can absolutely send a landing page to an event that is just on Zoom, wherever I want to host it. This is our challenge that we're currently doing, right? And the price is up there, you get the ticket. This will send out the reminders, the notifications. It'll also send out, after the event has been done, a review so that the folks can give you feedback on the actual training that you did. Another amazing thing about this is that your event actually shows up along with other events. Let me find that on calendars. So if you are in the tech space, if you are in the innovation space, then you can actually come here and look for events that are located near you. So tech events are really huge on this platform, are, well, pretty huge. They got like 3 or 4 of them on here. But I think this is really going to be something where tech entrepreneurs and tech companies and folks like that, they're really going to start to use Luma as like their place in their space. So if you're new to this platform, this is going to be a game changer for you. So definitely hop on it as one of the ways that you communicate with your audience, as well as list your events. If you have events going on, don't only put them on Eventbrite, but put them here on Luma as well, because folks are absolutely looking for them. Right now, I think they have more users than they actually have people listing events. Great opportunity for you. So I wanted to make sure I put that out there, because I know we have some tech folks in the audience. But yeah, that is what I use for my link in bio. It works perfectly for me and what I want it to do. And yeah, any questions at all, let us know in the comments.
So it says you still hate Linktree. Oh no.
Yes, I can't stand Linktree, but that's, like I said, I've gotten scarred by Linktree. That's why.
I've been using them for a while. No issues yet, but let me find some wood to knock on, because you know how it go.
If it works for you, use what works. No, yes, you can. You can absolutely charge for Luma events, and they do take a percentage, I think. However, they get you your money 48 hours. Like I said, I don't like to use stuff that they hold my money for a long time. Like I said, you can have for 48 hours if I'm not paying you, but if I'm paying you, you better give my money music. But yeah, so you can charge for events. They go directly to Stripe. You can also do free events on there, all that good stuff. It automates the whole event thing seamlessly with Zoom, connects to Zoom. I can't remember what other platforms it connects to right off the top of my head, but Zoom, it is an automatic instant connection.
Awesome.
All righty. Anything else we wanted to list about link in bios? Or
you sell it ebook, or they're going to be video series? Yes, it could be videos as well. I have video on my Linktree. I sell videos all the time.
Right. Best way for you to sell a video, I'll show you guys a little hack that I actually run over from Etsy, because on Etsy you can only upload a PDF. What I do now is I link it to either a Gamma page or a Notion board. And I do these little, like, let me see if I can get into my Canva. If not, then I'll try to see if I can pull it up. But I do these little, like, here's your download. And it's a PDF with just like a download arrow on it. I'll try to log into Canva so you guys can see it. And they can click there to go directly to the Notion board. The Notion board has tutorial video. I sell templates. So I'll have the templates down at the bottom. I'll have the tutorial instructional videos there. And that is the way that I sell videos. Lorraine, how do you sell videos?
I sell them via Gumroad mostly. Or sometimes I'll sell it, do it like an email drop. If I'm, trying to increase my email opens or something like that, I'll do it that way, where I just kind of deliver it like day by day. For something like a challenge or something like that, I'll deliver it that way. I've also done it in Facebook groups before. So you purchase the video and then you go get in a Facebook group and then the videos are linked there. So it just really depends on what your end game is. How you plan on connecting with the audience after the fact.
Right. So
Can you sum this up in 5 to 10 steps to promote an ebook?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Give me 1 sec. So this is the thank you download. What you would do is it has thanks for your purchase. I like to put additional little links because why not?
Right.
You've downloaded this thing, so obviously you're interested. So book a call with me. I also put on here, as you can see, I've tried like different ones. Here's my TikTok, here's my Instagram. I think this is the most updated one that I use now. Right. I have one where I gave away like a series of ebooks. So I did ebook 1, ebook 2, and then get more support, download the product. So there's a lot of different ways that you can have this PDF. They could just go here, click on the actual links, and it gets them directly to the thing that they need to get access to. Right. So that's one way of delivering it. So sum it up, 5 to 10 steps, promote an ebook. Number 1, Lorraine, do you want to go with? I'm trying to think of what's the best way to do this so we both can share and it's not just like me going, okay, boom, 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 boom.
You run with it now, and I'll
okay, I'll start with step 1. Well, you start with step 1.
So step 1 for me, I do everything back. So I've been automating for a very long time. So I tend to work things all the way backwards.
Okay.
So for me, the first step is going to be setting up a product on the platform that I'm going to sell it on. So Gumroad is the most common thing for me. So I go ahead, I get in Gumroad, I create and set a product. I put a price on it. If I have to do any type of graphic, sometimes I put a graphic on there as a cover. Sometimes I don't. It depends on how fast. Like if I got a viral video that's already out there and I've got some traction, I ain't stopping and going to Canva and making a cover photo. I'm just getting the link, throwing the ebook on there, download it. Okay, so I do that on Gumroad first. And then what I'll do is I'll purchase it from myself, because Gumroad has a thing where you can preview the link and you can go purchase it for yourself. So then I can go back to my ConvertKit, which is also integrated with Gumroad. So every time somebody buys something from Gumroad on ConvertKit, it creates a little basket of people who ordered that one product. So that's amazing, because let's say they bought an ebook. I want to do a follow-up ebook. I'm going straight back to them people first. Those are my hot audience, right? They're already bought. So I go there next. Then what I go to is I go to my link tree and I'll add a tab there, a link there, and I'll name it. And then from there, now I'm creating content. So I go on my videos and I'm not, hey, I got an ebook and it's 7 ways to da 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 da. And if you want it, you can go get it. Take a look at it. No, I'm on here. Look, let me tell you how I left my ex-husband and how much I had to make to get away from him. I did this, I did that. And oh my God, it was just blah, 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 blah. By the way, if you need help with this, there's an ebook in my link tree called da, 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 go grab it. Well, girl, when I got on the train and then I did this and I did that. So it's a part of a story tell, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just like, I got an ebook, go get it, or come spend money with me type of thing. It really frames why you need this. And we're going to talk about more about, the whole promo type thing in the next lesson or whatever. But there's a certain way that you need to create your content or your video so that it captures people and it sells itself. So those are my steps.
That is exactly what I do, just on a different platform.
Can we talk about what to do if you don't have interesting? You do have interesting
You
stories.
do. You do.
You
So
have interesting stories.
here's what you do if you don't have an interesting story. You hire either myself or Lorraine.
Yeah, I'll be your UGC creator if you want to do that. I just put my thing up on Fiverr, y'all. I'm on Fiverr.
Oh, yes. And I want to do, okay, so here's the thing. And we're going to sidebar a little bit, but we're coming right back.
Okay.
Oh, I went on Fiverr and so Lorraine's like, hey, did you see that? I was like, yeah, girl, I might do that. So I went to Fiverr, started filling out the form, like, okay,
It's
cool.
extensive.
And then that's where I stopped.
Yeah, it's
because all that information, I was like, yeah, no.
But guess what? You can hire a Fiverr person to put your Fiverr
information, right? Which
yeah.
I get, right? But I couldn't, I did not have it in me. And then I thought, yeah, then I thought, do I have it in me to even create these videos for another person? And I was like, no, I don't. So I recorded, hey, this is available. This is what it is. I'm going to bring somebody else. So now that Lorraine has signed up, we're going to bring Lorraine onto my channel so she can talk about her experience. Yeah. I think we need to, you guys, just acknowledge when some things, you can't do all things.
Not your thing.
If it's not your thing, it ain't your thing. And I just felt in the depth of let me tell you, I was feeling so convicted. And I was just like, I can't.
I mean, we've talked about this before. Jessica is not, she's doing videos and stuff, but she's not, I love being, being fun, just being out there or whatever. She not so much with that sort of thing. Now, put her at a conference or something like that. Oh, star. Akila was talking about you need UGC content. Actually, Akila, I need to talk to you because I'm noticing with things like Etsy and also, Fiverr, putting those listings and gigs and stuff up there, it's really an SEO game.
It's a total SEO.
It's a big old SEO game. So I would like to probably play around with your tool if it does something like that and seeing if I can kind of optimize that. Like I've got ChatGPT, but I think I need something a little bit more geared toward SEO. I know you have that. So you want to partner there, do some content for that. Definitely, because I'm gonna be Etsy. Oh my God, Etsy! I put that thing up there and it hasn't done anything yet, but it's probably not even showing up any searches or anything. So I gotta figure that part out. And that's another thing that takes, and that's when you have a team. So me and Jessica could totally partner, and she work on SEO, and I do the videos.
And that's what I love to do because that's the thing. It's like I know exactly what you're doing wrong. As soon as you said it, I was like, yep, I know what you're doing wrong.
Yeah, because I just slapped it up there. I already know. I just slapped it up real quick. I said, you know what? Because it's a big process. Like I didn't realize I've been buying stuff on the Fiverr for like years. And people have asked me like, why is your writing business not on there? Why are you not offering stuff? Because I believe I could kill Fiverr, I believe, with a lot of the writing type of stuff, but it's it's time consuming. So I threw it up there and I was like, I'll come back and optimize this junk later because it's a lot going on.
So here's the thing that I'm bringing it back to the story. Okay. So Lorraine went a different way about it. And yes, you can absolutely do that. Hire her to do UGC. What I was saying though, is that you sometimes need people to pull those stories out of you. It is very difficult. If for myself, and I'll speak for me. It's difficult for me to see what stories are great because I live them. And when you live them, you don't think that they're, it's kind of like Tina Turner. Tina Turner, who just passed. I'm so sad because I want to see her in concert. But she had What's Love Got to Do with It, right? She's like, I hated it. But certain pieces of that is really your life, right? Mm-hmm. And so when you look at it, you probably like, I lived it, and it's not, but to other people, you're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing you made it through that. You made it through that. You're able to become this big old star. She's just like, I did it, For us as individuals and as content creators, we need that person outside of us to go, that story right there. Okay, and then that story. And then let's bring it on. Yep. Oh my gosh, what, you did that? Bring that. Why aren't you creating content around that? Why are you talking about X, Y, and Z when this is right here, the meat. This is what you need. So when I say hire Lorraine, hire Jessica, That's what I'm talking about. Because you need that person sometimes to just hear you and go, ooh, ooh,
Mhm.
that knows social. Don't go out here not getting everybody and then maybe talking about, oh girl, tell your story about when you was chewing gum on the bar. No, okay.
Yep.
We're gonna listen for specific things that we know people are out here because we are not only creators, we are also researchers. We're really deep in the lab of TikTok. We're looking at what's ranking, what ain't ranking, what people are listening to, what they're
Yeah.
doing, right? And we're always in our group chat, like, okay, did you see that? Oh yeah, da, 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 da. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at this person. Okay, right. So we're always constantly trying to stay on top of what's happening, the feeling, the environment of what's happening on TikTok. So that's why I said that, because you sometimes need that person that's outside of you. You can't see what's the saying, that what's his name? You got to be hungry. I always forget his name. You got to be hungry. What's the motivational speaker, Michelle? I know you, because you be in my brain sometimes. Anyway, he's a motivational speaker, and he says you got to be hungry. And she's like, "What?"
Well,
You
I
got,
can give you 2 hacks that I use for storytelling if
please
you
do.
like me to. We done
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
all the way off the track, but
It's
I'll give
okay.
you 2. Okay, so first one, I always tell my clients that in order to be proficient at something, you got to do what? Put your hands on it. You got to use it. You got to actually use the platform if you want to understand what is going, like Jessica just said, we're constantly on that platform. We're looking, we're dissecting, we're looking at people's bios, we're looking at people's links, we're looking at hashtags, we're looking at stories. We are looking, okay? We're seeing what works and what doesn't work. But if you're on the platform, one of the easiest ways to start telling your story is to piggyback off of other people's stories. And you do that on TikTok via Stitch. So look at a story. I did 2 or 3 of them today that are doing great this morning. They have sold a few ebooks as well. Just basically gave a stitch. I had one yesterday. There was a woman that was talking about it, and it was viral, especially if it's viral. If it's already viral, it's not, a lot of times there's a high probability that it's going viral when you add your 2 cents to it as well. So there was a viral post about a woman who went out of town with a guy that she was dating, and he got mad at her and got kind of abusive and kicked her out of the hotel room, and she went and booked her own hotel room. Well, I had a similar story. So I went, stitched her video and told the same thing. It was like, hey, you need to have your own money. If you need a side hustle, everybody should have a side hustle. If you don't have one, you need some ideas, go get my ebook. People are downloading my ebook and watching that video. So that's the first hack. Piggyback off of somebody else's story. And it doesn't have to be a personal story, because I know Akila, you're not really interested in sharing your life. You want to talk about the tech things. You can do that as well. There is tech TikTok. You can talk about, you can piggyback Zapier, piggyback Canva while they're giving all these different tips and stuff like that. Add yours 2 cents on the end of it. And then the other hack is, especially if you're doing personal stories, and I do this a lot, don't tell nobody, okay? Because my friends and stuff is going to feel some type of way, especially my mama. But while let's say we're talking on the phone, and you have that one person that you can just get all the way loose with, right? Set up your Ring camera while you're talking to that person on the phone, or while you have that person over for a glass of wine or whatever, and set your camera up and record yourself, and then go back and edit out the parts that you want. And then while you're doing that, if you think about, go ahead and record a couple of calls to actions as well. So, hey, if this is something you're interested in, go here. If this is something you're interested in, go subscribe to my channel. So do all of that while you're sitting there and you're having fun, you're drinking your wine and you're kikiing with your girlfriends. Hope that helps somebody out there. But the storytelling thing, that's one of the most effective sales tools that you can use. I mean, Russell Brunson has a whole book about it. Those, what was it, like the e-com secrets and .com secrets and all that stuff. It's literally a book about storytelling and what format you should tell the story in. If you don't have his books, I suggest you go get them and read them. Just for this, even if you don't use ClickFunnels or anything like that, just go look at the storytelling portion and he'll tell you exactly how you should tell your stories and what you should do.
That's another one.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some that are on ClickFunnels, and the products that I put on ClickFunnels are the ones that I've already sold a lot of. Like if I see that, okay, this one is selling a lot, I'll go ahead and have a little funnel built I have a team of funnel builders for like, I think it's like $1,000 a month. They build unlimited funnels. So if I, most of the time I'm doing that for my clients, but for myself, if I got an ebook and it's selling over and over again, I'll go ahead and make its own funnel, because what you don't want, what happens is you get a lot of people who will go view your link and then they'll click away and go do something else. So you want to pay attention to the reasons why people buy, the reasons why people don't buy. You want to click them, keep them around on that page. You want to have as much opportunity to convince them to buy from you as possible. And it's really not, you don't get that on a link tree or a pay hip or those other things. So if I have a very successful product, sometimes I'll build its own web page, I'll get a URL, and then you can put things like pixels on those so that when you get somebody to click them, you can go back and show these specific videos that you have for this specific product to these people who have already clicked on that particular link.
Wait, does Linktree have pixels? Because Luma does have pixels. Does Linktree
They have, I think, Google Analytics, and I believe they have Facebook Pixel where you can put it in, but it's for the overall link tree. I want it, and that works some too, you know what I'm saying? But I like it for the individual product, because it's the same thing, a strategy I have when I build websites and stuff like that. I don't build websites that have everything that I do on them. I try to stick for, product, or service, and service, because it's just easier to convert that way.
All right. Well, we are at time. Any other questions that you all have? So the saying that I was talking about, the person I was talking about was Les Brown.
Okay.
Les Brown has a saying that you can't see yourself because you're inside of the frame. And it's absolutely true, right? When you're living your own life, you're doing amazing things. You can't see all those amazing things, all those accolades, all the amazing things that you're doing, right? You're just doing them. Right. And you can't see yourself inside of the frame. So I love that saying. I use it a lot in a lot of my calls with clients and things to that effect, when I want them to recognize that they have such, I talked to somebody earlier, amazing woman, killing it, like does. And I told her, the only reason you aren't getting paid for what you do is because you aren't asking. That is literally it. But you are already doing it. You just aren't asking to get paid for it. And I think there's a lot of us out there that are doing this work, out here making ebooks and do all the things. Ain't told not now person about the ebook. Ain't told not now person a story, a good story.
Yeah, you got to promote. I mean, but so, and that goes back to what Jessica said. Sometimes it might not be your lane. If that's cool, if that is true, then maybe your lane is creating the products, and you can definitely connect with somebody. But it does take, you do have to not only create the product, but you also have to promote it. And speaking of which, before we leave, I just want to issue a challenge to the ladies who are here with us live, and also the people who are going to watch us. I want to challenge you, if you've got a business, I want to challenge you to tell the story of how you came to be in business. And I'm doing this because this is a story that I know like the back of my hand. If anybody's like, well, how do you create your business? I got a whole captivating spiel. I done said it so many times. And I've talked about this on my lives. I do a lot of videos on it. It's a story that I tell over and over and over again. And it always converts, especially if you're selling things that are helping people do what it is that you do. So if you are somebody who does SEO marketing and you have made income from that by helping other businesses, how did you get into that? There's somebody out there that wants to do exactly what it is that you're doing.
And don't worry about it being like, I didn't tell the story like Lisa Nichols or something, right? Like, just tell the story.
It'll come.
Don't criticize yourself. Don't overly like, oh, well, just tell the story. Or I left out. They don't know that. Just tell the story the way you would tell it to a friend, directly say it, and make sure you have your CTA at the end, right? And I don't mean go buy my ebook. I mean, if you need more help with this, or if this is something that you would like to explore as well, go ahead and DM me, right? Say it softly. Don't be so pushy about your stuff, right? So that is all I have. Any questions at all, anyone?
No, Okay, well, it's been amazing. Definitely take a look at our links on this video for a way to get in contact with us. If you're looking to book strategy sessions with either Jessica or I, those links will be at the bottom of the video. Follow us on TikTok. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this, because we're going to do more of these and we're just going to keep giving more information. So definitely don't want to miss it. Anything else you have, Jessica?